Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's been about a month since I made a video, but I've been in here basically every day since then, since the last video, which by the time you're seeing this is I'll probably upload this video the next day. So yeah, it's been a month, and yeah, the weather's gotten really warm. It's gotten really hot. It went from like 12, 13 degrees to like 27, 28 degrees with 100% humidity. So basically why I haven't been taking any videos is because it's been primarily just coming in here in the evenings when it's super hot, trying to water and keep everything alive, so which is going good so far. Recently I put down some grass mulch on the beds just to try and help with a bit of water retention, and that seems to be going pretty good. Plants are, they look like they're thriving, so yeah, let's check it out, see what we're doing. So in the previous video you saw me cutting some trees down and putting them on my trailer and bringing them in here. So I took the time to actually debark some of these, which are going to be my fence posts, which I'm going to put out further on in the year, probably in the fall, October maybe, when it gets cooler. So I couldn't really get a good video of this because this was something that I was just spending about 5 to 10 minutes a night at. Every time I would come in and water my plants, I'd just take my tool and do 1 or 2 posts. So eventually I got them all done. All the ones that I wanted to get done. I still need some more, and this is what came off of it, which I'm hopefully going to turn into mulch, which I really need this time of year, but I just haven't had a chance to do it. So yeah, so that's eventually going to be turned into mulch, and it's going to be put out on some of the beds. I'm a bit slow moving here today because I banged my toe up, so it's a little bit painful when I'm trying to walk, which cuts down on my ability to do things in here, but that's it. So here's what the garden looks like at the moment, and these are potatoes in the back part of this bed, and I believe that is a melon. I believe that is some sort of either zucchini or actually it's probably a pumpkin. I didn't put any labels down, which was stupid, but yeah, we'll see what they are. It's going to be a surprise. I know for certain that this is a watermelon right here, and some more beds here. This is the bed that I made this year, so I'm not expecting much out of it at the moment, but we've got some potatoes going here, and we also got a small watermelon right there as well. I came in a couple of days ago and put all of this grass mulch down, which seems to be doing a pretty good job of keeping the moisture in the soil for a little bit longer. So if you pull it away, you can see that the soil is moist right here, which is great. It's been, that was yesterday I did that. So I could probably, this is recently I've done this, so yesterday I put this on here. So I could probably get a day or 2, or maybe even 3 out of having to reapply water, which is a big help, because I burned through a lot of water in the 2 weeks previous. I had to fill up my jugs and everything. It was a lot of work, so that's something new that I learned this year with a garden this size, is that that's needed. A bit of water goes a long way. And so yeah, these tomatoes are great. Before I put the mulch on, I might have a photo which I can put in the video here, but before I put the mulch on, these were definitely struggling. You can see that the leaves were kind of shriveled up, and not this really nice rich green color that's here at the moment. And it just looked sick and not good. So since I put the mulch down, they really bounced back, and you can see that there's the beginnings of some flowers are starting to form there. And the peppers are a bit slow going, but they've actually perked up a bit since I put the mulch on as well. I've also got some onions in here, which they're pretty slow, and I think it's because of the lack of water, because they're fairly shallow rooted. They're coming around, but I think, you know, they might be a little bit too late. These ones here are looking okay. That one at the end looks pretty awesome, but it's a bit late in the season to hope for success with them, so we're gonna leave them here and see what happens anyway. I might put a clip in here of my other garden I have at my my family house down in the other part of this town, and you can just see what a difference between these and those exist. So But next year I'll know for certain to mulch them a lot earlier so that they can grow quicker. I'll probably also put them out a bit early as well. So these ones right here are coming along pretty nice as well. These tomatoes look good. Garlic's looking awesome. Got some escapes coming out. So I'm gonna pick those off today probably and give them to some people, maybe cook some stuff for myself. I got some potatoes in here, and I got a row of parsnip, beet, and another row of beet. And I've also got a row of carrots coming in right here as well. Another row of onions, peppers, yeah. All the stuff you've seen in the previous video, but it's growing nicely here now. One thing that I would change going forward is get more grass and put it down first of all for water retention. And then I see some clover popping up here, which is pretty awesome. So I'm hoping to get some seeds probably this week and come in and just cover this in clover seed, because clover is also a nitrogen fixing plant, which will feed this soil. Be basically what the permaculturists call a living mulch. So it will, it'll grow. I won't cut it because it only grows basically as tall as that plant is now. So it's a living cover crop, which keeps a lot of the water in. So that would be beneficial for this area here for sure, because all of this would be growing much better. But it's still growing, so it's not a loss. Here's a random zucchini plant I planted. I got a couple of these around various areas. And then my potato plant has flower in here. It's pretty cool. Over here, the elderberry bush looking good here. Some random hostas here put around. I've got the spirea here that I got off my aunt, and that's going to look cool once it gets established. It's a little bit late, slow, but it transplanted well, so we'll see how that goes. And this apple tree guild is going good here. I put some mulch down here until I get some more, and it seems to be doing well. This valerian is looking great. I've got some hyssop down here, and some echinacea next to that. And I've got some fruiting strawberries here. Would have been better if there was more moisture, obviously, but it's doing okay. This needs a lot of work as well. Need more grass and get some wood chips in here too. Got some sunflowers growing here. So this is great, and this is where my friend Mr. Toad has been living. I got a picture here, which and I'll put it in the video, but a couple of weeks ago, like probably 2 weeks ago, I noticed there was a really big toad, and he's been in this area, and he keeps coming back, and he's here pretty much every time I'm in here. And then the other day, he was asleep, and he just blended right in with this dry soil here. And I poured some water on him. And the other day I was in, and I seen him burrowing into the soil, and all I could see was these little eyes sticking out. And so this is some remnants of his activity here, which is great, because that he'll hunt slugs and stuff in the evenings and snails, keep pests out of the garden. That's great. Building a small ecosystem in here, which is pretty cool. And he came up from the river, which is 400 feet roughly down that direction. So hopefully he stays here and makes it his home. So we're gonna put some products on the beds. This stuff here is a liquid kelp fertilizer, which has a small amount of macronutrients and a fair bit of micronutrients in here. All good stuff that the plant needs. And we've also got this powdered organic fertilizer, which is I'm going to put at the base of some of my tomato plants and pepper plants. And it's a high phosphorus number here, which is going to help with the fruiting and the in the early stages of growth, root formation, but in the later stages of growth, fruit formation. So hopefully we can get a lot of good quality tomatoes and peppers off of those plants. So I'm just going to put a tablespoon or so around the bottom of each plant, water it in with some of this kelp stuff, and it should be fine. Alright, so that's about everything here for today. My plant's watered, got everything taken care of that I wanted to do. So I'm happy with that. So I'm going to head on out of here. And we're supposed to get some rain tonight, so that's pretty cool. So I'll pop back in a couple of days and see how everything is. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time.